Hello and welcome to D-Class TV, where we're giving you a spin-off series away from what we normally do inside of the workshop. Back in 2005 when I started the business, predominantly our main market was the modified car scene. I now have staff members that work here who were my very first customers back in those days. Over the years, as we've grown the business, some of my new staff members that have come on board have decided to carry on this modified route, which led me to thinking, where could we go with this? So I thought about splitting the staff into two teams, an over 30s and under 30s. Each generation reckons they can build a car better than the other. Sort out some funds, let them choose which car they want. Could be a good team battle. So we now have two teams, two builds and one winner. For them to go out with a limited budget to buy any car, do any modification in any way they see fit, to make a car that's a winner for you, the public, to follow through its progress and choose who you feel built the best car at the end of this. So I can't contain my excitement any longer. Let's introduce you to the two team captains, Andy and Max, and let's see what we get going with this D-Class build battle. Let me introduce you to the two team captains. Firstly, Andy, who was one of my very first customers back in 2005 with his modified Nissan Almera and Nissan Pulsar. 4 years ago, I took Andy on as my general manager. He's heading up Team Old School. Andy.
Looking forward to taking the challenge to the younger generation.
Fantastic. And now I'd like to introduce you to Max, who joined me 5 years ago as a trainee trimmer, and since then has had a front cover feature with his own modified Volkswagen Golf. Max is team leader of the new class. Max.
Looking forward to showing the older generation how it's done now.
Thank you, Max. So it's time to reveal the cars and meet the teams.
She's a BA. Ooh, look at a mint. It's a minter.
It's on fire!
Pop the hood!
Sorry.
Oh really? Yeah. We're in the building.
What are you pushing in that? 1.6? 1.8. 1.8.
Well, you have surprised me, Moose. I didn't think you'd go for something old and German. Oh yeah.
Inside's so clean.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, sacrilege. Well,
Yeah.
Nice little.
1.8. Ooh.
Oh, look at the horses under the bonnet.
She's lovely.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh.
It's quite
You can drift it.
one. I don't think it's got enough. There's our bag.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll keep
Oh, that's all right, yeah.
We took it off because it was just like
I knew it.
Al mentioned it, but
Oh, I bet the owner cried.
I was like, I knew it was going to be something Dave liked. It's going to be a BMW remote.
Max, how was the owner when you bought this? Because it doesn't look like they would have wanted to let go of it.
they didn't.
That's what we were.
Yeah.
That's what I was
He
saying.
didn't want to sell it to someone before us because he was going to keep it outside.
So he held off to give it to you to leave outside and then completely change.
We won't sell him pictures.
Keep it outside. Literally the day after it snowed.
Amazing. It's so tidy.
So that's Team New Class revealing the Mercedes-Benz 190e. Congratulations, Max. Great purchase. time to get started.
Time to get stripping out and seeing what we can do with it.
Fantastic. Well, let's go see what the older generation have come up with.
It's a Celica. I hate those cars.
Rocket bunny.
Look at the wing on it.
Oh, damn.
Need some usage.
It's been in a few days.
Actually, like
A little bit different to yours.
I like it.
300 aero.
Oh, it's a kit.
I know.
So is this an X-Max car?
This has never ever been featured.
So what? Someone just built it and then let it rot?
Yeah. Oh, nice. Nice bit of work. if it was me, it would look like we've just bought the car and we're just chucking it out there. We've got our work cut out for it, but.
Is it not? What's that about?
Plenty of them.
Make it look exciting. It talks.
If you don't need the wing,
You've got a car
I know where to put it.
How do you open the bonnet?
on your
It's got an ejector seat switches.
Ted brake.
My personal favourite is the battery that's not.
Oh, ours is held in with carpet.
It's good to know we're in keeping. Yeah. My splitter was in one piece until I hit a bag of stones that someone had lost from B&Q on the way in. So.
10 brake.
No, that's at least 20. It's big enough to be 20.
Oh, 100%.
Maybe minus 20. Might slow it down.
It's being used, isn't it?
That's what I was going to say. You didn't have to remove, just so I try on my car.
Just 4 bolts, mate.
Oh. Ejectocito, cur!
On the top of your struts.
Oh, full tane setup.
What's that?
Everything's coilovers.
Yeah, but why has it got
Fully
like
adjustable.
wiring going to it? Can you adjust it in the car?
Oh yeah.
What, dampen it?
Oh yeah.
When you're going down the track?
It
Can you,
works, but
I can guarantee it probably doesn't.
killer shots.
Air filters, you'll just have what I've got on my Mark II. Just a cone filter on the end of that. Yeah. You'll like that because when you've got it open, it's on top.
Kay said it's that was old enough. Kay said it's a little bit ropey.
So Andy, Team Old School has pulled out an old school modified car. Little bit impressed by this, if I'm absolutely honest, and love the fact we're going back to the old roots. So the Toyota Celica, you happy?
Very happy. Obviously it's an ultra rare APR wide body kit, an icon 16 years ago where we first started with D-Class, so it'd be nice to rejuvenate it for our rebrand.
Fantastic. No, seriously awesome. And yeah, let's get a little trade-off of words and then we'll go from there.
Okay, Max. Why the 190?
Well, I chose the 190 mainly due to the history that D-Class has with old classic Mercedes. There was about 4 cars on my short list to choose from, ranged from an old 129, an Audi 80, which was one of my top contenders. Another option was a 944, but they are the upper limit of what we could have afforded, so it just wasn't possible. And then the final thing that kind of made me choose the 190 was I saw Illegal Customs. They shared, actually I think it was shared by Fitted UK, they shared the car on the trailer aired out with kind of the style that we want to go, and it was just, I saw it and I was just like, yeah, I need to build that car. How about you with the
Yeah, well, it sounds like you've got a lot more thought into it than I did. Really, with mine, I've known of the car for a long time. I remember it when it was built. It was built 16 years ago. Obviously, we're doing all these 16 years of D-Class, and it ties in quite well. The main thing for me is purely what comes with that car. The car, obviously, it hasn't moved for 12 years, and I'll cross that bridge a bit more later down the line. But the fact of the matter is, when you price up that kit, and I've got the price list here from APR themselves. Yeah, so I've just printed that off. But basically, the kit itself, without a car, without fitting, and without paint, comes to 15 grand. So straight away, I was like, well, if half the budget goes on the car and it's got all that fitted already,
you're one step ahead.
Yeah, one step ahead. Yeah, obviously it comes with its own problems because that kit was fitting 16 years ago and time hasn't been good to it. But
yeah, it's naturally going to bring up some different issues to what we're going to have.
Yeah, and it's great for all of this because it's two ends of the spectrum once again. Awesome. Can't wait for the next round where we're going to go back to the teams, discuss the plans and move forward with the build battle.
That's it for episode 1. Please let us know what you think about the cars in the comments below. Like, share and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at D-Class Auto. And join us next time for team talks about the builds.